On Your Pittsburgh, Leslie Odom Jr. He's known for his starring part in Hamilton, TV roles, and even his popular commercial. But he's talking Pittsburgh with us and find out what launched him into song.
Best part waking up. We're taking you inside a local hidden tunnel.
Can't quite stand up in here.
No. We go exploring to find out what it was used for. Was it part of the Underground Railroad? Was it used during Prohibition?
Plus, how a local photographer is using her camera to help shelter dogs find forever homes.
If you're nebby like us, you're gonna love this. We take you on a tour inside a multi-million-dollar mansion right in our area that's up for sale, and it's full of surprises.
And from craft cocktails to a wonderful view to fabulous food, David and I are checking out another amazing new restaurant.
Cheers!
From KDKA TV, this is Your Pittsburgh with David Highfield and Susan Copen.
Hi everybody, and welcome to Your Pittsburgh. And we come to you tonight from beautiful Gateway Center, literally right outside KDKA.
And we begin tonight with someone you might know for his role as Aaron Burr in Hamilton on Broadway, or one of his TV shows.
Or maybe you know him from his nationwide commercial. We're talking about Leslie Odom Jr., and it turns out he has a Pittsburgh connection. He attended Carnegie Mellon.
And Mikey Hood had a chance to interview him, and she joins us now with more on what he had to say.
Susan and David, I had a lot of fun talking to him. Carnegie Mellon invited him back to speak at their graduation. He made the crowd laugh, but he also inspired them.
Ready for action. Hi, good morning.
Nice to see you. Welcome back to Pittsburgh.
Thank you so
Talking
much.
to Leslie Odom Jr. isn't like talking to a big star, even though he really is. He's so humble, he just feels like a friend.
What does it feel like to be back in Pittsburgh?
I have such fond memories of the city. It was a great place to go to college.
And he was invited back to Carnegie Mellon University to speak to graduates at this year's commencement.
Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Leslie Odom Jr.
And Leslie has done a lot since his days as a student here.
None of this gets traced back to us, right? Insulted you to even ask.
He's been on numerous TV shows, including his role on CBS's $1,
Action!
which was filmed right here in Pittsburgh.
The falling leaves drift by my window.
He's also a singer with jazz albums, but people may know him best for originating the role of Aaron Burr in Broadway's Hamilton. He won both a Tony and a Grammy.
I will cherish this.
He told everyone at graduation that the very first time he encountered Hamilton, he became a committed fan, never knowing he'd become part of the show.
I had never in my life seen 4 men of color on a stage singing about friendship and brotherhood in my life.
Hamilton was, I was dreaming of a show like that when I was a student here at Carnegie.
And when he was a student here, he tells me Pittsburgh and CMU was the perfect combination.
Felt like a city, but also wasn't so much to do that I was getting distracted. I mean, I was able to focus on my studies.
And so when you come back to Pittsburgh, what are some of your favorite stops to visit?
I might make a trip to the O. Do they still have? I might make a trip to the O.
Yes, Leslie, it's still there. And for any of you who don't know, he's talking about the original hot dog shop in Oakland. He's come a long way from his college French fry eating days. And even if you haven't seen Hamilton, his voice has probably been in your home.
That's why Nationwide is on your side.
You're the voice behind the Nationwide commercial, and I find myself randomly singing that in the shower. So do people come up to you and ask you about that?
Oh yeah. I get people walking up to me and singing that to me, or calling out Nationwide for sure, around the country. It's not a bad thing.
In fact, he tells me he's loved singing jingles since he was a kid.
Anytime a voice was coming out of the television that made me perk up, I sang the Folgers song.
And I had to get him to sing it.
Best part waking up.
Leslie had a powerful message for young people at graduation.
The power of intention and how that can really stand in the gap in any ways that you feel you might be unprepared.
For Leslie Odom Jr., his intention led him to a starring role in one of the most significant musicals of our time.
It was a dream come true, literally.
He was genuinely excited about sharing his story with the students. He's written a book. It's called Failing Up, and it's about never giving up and aiming higher.
And you said that he was really relaxed, and it was like you were talking to a friend.
It's true. I was excited because he sang his jingle for us. I was going to sing along, but I figured I'd spare everyone my singing voice.
I love that he sang, though.
Yeah.
Great story, Mikey.
Thank you.
Okay, big changes coming to the Strip District.
How you can get flowers on the move.
Plus milkshakes and whiskey.
Just some of what's happening as we check out what's new in the Burgh. The old produce terminal along Smallman Street in the Strip is being transformed. The building will have restaurants and craft stores. The developer expects 40 or more tenants opening next year.
Work's moving forward to build a cap park over the Crosstown Boulevard. The park will help connect the lower hill with downtown, two neighborhoods that were divided by the highway.
The Rivers Casino is building a $60 million hotel. The 7-story, 219-room hotel will attach to the casino on the side that faces the Science Center.
Have you heard about Pittsburgh's mobile flower shop? Victoria Mee started Victoria's Mobile Flower Shop, where customers create their own bouquets. She sets up at events and outside stores and restaurants.
The second Wahlburgers in our area is now open. It's at the mall at Robinson and is a venture of the Wahlberg brothers, including Mark and Donnie. Their first location here was at the Block Northway.
The Milkshake Factory also keeps adding locations. One's planned for Cranberry next to the Lemieux Sports Complex this summer, and then in the fall at McCandless Crossing. Both stores will have the company's gourmet shakes and chocolates.
And Wiggle Whiskey is now at Pittsburgh International Airport. The local favorite has opened up a tasting room, restaurant, and a bar in Concourse A. It's part of a push by the airport to have local places there rather than a bunch of chain restaurants that could be at any airport.
And in addition to whiskey, they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and funnel cake fries for dessert. Still to come, we're looking around a local home full of surprises.
A regulation-sized archery range.
It's on the market right now, and wait until you see what's all inside this multi-million-dollar estate.
David and I are checking out another wonderful new restaurant, find out what makes it so special and why you may want to eat there too, coming up.
And after the break, what was it used for?
If it wasn't the Underground Railroad, what in the world was it?
There's a lot of history in this tunnel hidden underground, but where does it lead? Stay with us for the answer.